we're in a sequence where we did head and feet and head and feet and ankles, and we're gonna move down to shoulders and up to calves today. Okay, so it's
right.
And we'll keep doing that, moving into the middle. So we will start we will start supine. So lying back down on your mat, and as usual, coming into your breath, so you can make note of how you feel today. And when you start, you can have the choice of knees bent or legs long, whatever's comfortable for you.
Oops.
See what you notice, see how you feel. See if your shoulders can feel heavy so that the arm bone is in the socket and you can feel some pressure from the ground on the back of the shoulders. And have the sensation of having a long collarbone in the front. And feel heavy as well in the hips. And if your knees are bent, you can feel your feet underneath you and the calves raising up from your feet. If your legs are long, then you would have sensation of mat underneath the calf, floor underneath the calf. Right, let's start with some simple shoulder movement. So if your arms are down by your side, just take your right arm and tee it out to the side, and you can have your palm up. And then take your right arm up to center, right above you, and then drop it across your body. Maybe you tap the floor, and then reverse that whole motion. So second side, you would tee out the arm, take it up in the air, drop it across. Maybe you touch the floor on the other side, maybe you don't, and up and back and down. So let's repeat that a couple more times. Just noticing how the shoulder feels. Oops, I went the wrong way. One more time. So out to the side, straight up, drop it across, straight up, back to T, and then back down by your side. Second arm is T, straight up, drops across, straight up, out to T, and then back down by your side. All right, now let's take our arms, both arms just straight up, and then take them up and over, and just notice the sensation in the shoulder blades because they move to do this, and then undo that. And you're breathing, and you're moving within your range of motion, whatever's comfortable. One more time, take them up and over, and then take them down. All right, so now let's take them up in the air, and then take them out to the side and drop your elbows down. So you've made a cactus shape with the hands in the air, and then drop the hands back to the ground. So you're in a cactus shape. And again, your hands may touch the floor, but they may not. Everybody's a little bit different there. Then pull the elbows together in front of you, and then drop open. So we're exploring external rotation, which is when you're open, internal rotation, so you can feel the arm bones move a little bit to take your hands together, and a few more like that. And I didn't mention already, but let's have a strap somewhere in the vicinity today. One more time open, one more time close, one more time open. And then let your arms rest wherever it's comfortable for you after all that movement. And be in your breath. All right. So let's do bridge next. So if your legs were long, bend your knees and place your feet underneath your knees, wherever's comfortable for you. And we'll just arms down by your side. Let's have just a classic bridge first. So press your feet down, press your shoulders back, and that floats you up. And then you float back down. We'll add the breath. So let's inhale specifically as we push up. Exhale as we come down. Shoulders push back, feet push down. A couple more times. All right, so you're down on the ground, hips are on the ground. I just want you to play with your feet a little bit. If you need to move out a little bit for room, you can. So lift the heels, put the heels down, lift the toes. So we're just kind of rocking the feet and feel what it feels like in the calf muscles. Couple more times, just this rock, and we add some bridge motion. Okay, good. So now go ahead and lift your toes. So you're really relying on your heels. Press your heels and shoulders down and come up into bridge. Maybe it's not as high. And so just come up and down, keeping the toes in the air. So you're just kind of relying on your heels to connect you to the floor underneath your bridge. And just feel any changes to how it feels in the system of the calves, hamstrings, etc. A couple more times. All right, come on down, put the feet all solidly on the ground. Now, let's lift the heels up so you're on the balls of your feet. And now we want to come up again. So come up bridge and then keep the heels up and down and bridge like that. And again, just notice it shifts kind of what you're asking of the muscles in the legs. So just notice what it's happening. A couple more times. All right, come on down and lower the heels. Great. So now let's take our strap. And you've got two options here because you likely could use the strap. Lengthen your left leg, bring your right knee in. So you could use the strap, or if you can reach it, you could grab your toe. So you've got a couple of options here. And then you're gonna just bring the leg as straight as it'll come. It doesn't matter if it doesn't straighten, right? It might straighten, it doesn't have to straighten. So either toe or strap on the ball. And you've done this, we're gonna do it standing too. It's big toe hold. We're gonna do it standing a little bit later. Just feel it here now. And your foot's fairly flexed. So just feel what that does to the calf muscles, that your foot is flexed. Breathe here, nice and deep. All right, so let go of the strap or your hold and just lower that leg down and just have a moment where both legs are on the ground and just notice how everything feels. And then bring the left knee in. So same thing, you're either catching with the strap or you're grabbing your big toe with your fingers. And it bent or straight, whatever happens with your leg, it might be different than side one. I have some different sensations here. But the foot is flexed, and just feel how it feels in the system, and we'll breathe. All right, so let go of the strap or finger and just lower the leg down and just have a moment where you just notice how this feels. Putting the strap to the side. All right, so pull the knees in. You're gonna rock side or rock up. We're gonna come around for all fours. I think I heard some noise, so I have to make sure the the email likes to make noise, okay. So let's come around, for cat and for cow, and, just hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Let's untuck the toes today. We were tucking the toes a lot last week. And we're going to start with a very full cat and cow, and then we're going to focus more on the shoulders and the thoracic spine in a moment, okay? So right now you've got a neutral spine and you're ready to go. So with an inhalation, the belly is filling, the shoulders are drawing back, the pelvis is lifting up, the head is lifting up. And here we are in cow, and then exhale. Let's scoop everything. And still feel arm bones in the socket and shoulder and broad collarbone, even when you come into this cat place with the curved thoracic spine. And keep going, exploring your range of motion today. Cycle with this full motion. Then inhale to a neutral place. So the next time we're going to just work with the upper body. Let's not move the pelvis at all. So when you inhale, the belly can fill and the shoulders pull back and the head comes up. When you exhale, the head drops and the shoulders release a little bit forward, but you don't drop the arm bone out of the socket, right? And the thoracic spine curves. So just this smaller version of cat and cow, just focused on the upper body. Keep going. Two more times. Then inhale to a neutral body, looking down. And so this is a little tricky. So what I'm interested in, watch me for one. I want to tuck my toes and I want to rock myself back to this low squat place. See it, and then rock myself back out of it. Is this available at all? Are there any impediments? I'm keeping my hands on the ground. And your heels may or may not come down to the ground when you're in the squat place. Is this working?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. So just kind of feel this rock back and forth, and just notice how your calves feel, how your legs feel,
How your knees feel. That is my
and how
problem.
your knees feel. If you need pat, you can always pat under the knees for sure. All right, and then rock back forward. Now let's think about a downward facing dog. So perhaps place your hands a little ahead of your shoulders, strong arms, tucked toes. We're going to inhale, knees and hips all the way up. When you get there, go ahead and pedal. And when we were pedaling last week, we were focused on how the feet felt. This time, focus on how your calves feel as you pedal. So you're using those calf muscles in the pedaling. Nice strong arms, and you're breathing. All right, so let's stop pedaling and pull the heels up as high as they'll come for you. They may not be this high, but as high as they are for you. And then let the heels fall down and stop when they want to stop. So you don't want to strain the Achilles. So just come up and come down. And again, just feel how it feels in the lower leg. One more time, come up on the toes, and then just kind of relax back and just breathe here a little bit. Oh, okay. Then I wanted to try something else, which is this. Now, what I want you to do is put your toes out so your heels come together, and kind of do the same kind of rocking up and down with your toes out and your heels together. Great. Now take your toes back to parallel, and now ding your toes in and take your heels out and do the same thing like that. See how it changes things. All right, then come back to parallel and inhale and exhale. All right, so let's inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down to the place where the hip is really dropped and you're stretching this hip flexor. Right knee over right ankle, and inhale here. Then exhale and take yourself back to this half split and lift the toe up, and just notice the calf. I mean, I feel everything, but just see if you can notice the calf in particular, and come forward, back into this toe lifted half split, and come forward and back to the toe lifted half split, and then come forward. And I'll make it easy. I'll make the transition a little bit easier. Just take your right knee back behind you at the level the left knee is. Step the left foot forward enough to drop the hip. Excuse me, left knee over left ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, push back for the half split with the flexed foot. Noticing what you notice. See if you have arm bones in the socket and a broad collarbone throughout this as well. Okay, so now pull your right knee in a little bit, take your left knee back behind you, and either keep your knees together or separate your knees. We're going to slide back for child's pose. So forehead coming down on the mat, and breathe here. And notice how the calves feel kind of, they're kind of smushed by the body here. Shoulders should feel pretty open. All right, so looking forward, we're going to come forward to cobra. So you can just slide forward, slide the legs out, keeping the hands underneath the shoulder. Arm, head is just lengthened in line with your spine. Tuck the elbows in and be balanced on the top of your feet. And let's inhale up as high as you want to come for cobra, and exhale back down. And really have this really, arm bones are in the socket the whole time, and the collarbone is really broad. So just really focus on that sort of kind of shoulder and home base kind of sensation inside this cobra. All right, so come on down, and let's just actually you can put one hand in front of the other and lower your forehead down. But what I want to do is let's lift the right leg up, bending the knee, and flex the foot and point the toe and lower it back down. So you're flexing as you bend the knee, and then you're pointing the toe as you come back down. Just noticing, again, the sensations in the calf muscles. Breathing. one more time, 2. All right, so we're gonna tuck our toes and going through all fours or plank, we're gonna come up into a downward facing dog. Nice inhale here. And exhale. And then inhaling, walk forward. As easy as it is for you, walk forward towards your hands. You're hinging the hip and bending the knees. And relax here for a moment. And then inhale, lift those shoulders, really broad shoulders, lift you up to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive to stand up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. All right, now just for a moment, just kind of like shake out your legs. So I keep drawing attention to the lower leg, which we'll keep doing as we work. So now we're standing at the front of the mat. Let's inhale nice and tall, really broad in the collarbone, arm bones are in your socket, and exhale. We're gonna sink into chair, and this time I would like the arms out in front of us, okay? So as you sink into chair, let your arms come in front of you, keeping the arm bone in the socket, and maybe your arms are just straight out in front of you. Maybe they're up a little higher near your ears. Wherever they are is fine, and just breathe here. And then inhale here together. Let's exhale and step our right foot back on the ball of the foot. And we still got this arrow shape here for a moment. Inhale, and then exhale and draw your torso up. So you're nice and tall on the ball of your left knee stacked over ankle, ball of right foot. If that's balance, if you can balance here. Inhale here. Then exhale and bow forward. And inhale up. Just feel it in the system. Exhale to bow in, out back up, and exhale to bow in, come back up. We're going to go one more time with a revolve this time. So exhale and then lower your right hand and turn your body so you're facing away towards the left thigh and breathe here. And then inhale and come all the way up. And exhale, step back and shake out. Inhale, you're oh so tall. Exhale again into a chair. So your arms are here or here. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back on the ball of the left foot. Solid right knee over ankle. Feel what this calf feels like versus the back calf in. And then you've got the arrow shape. Inhale up. Now you're out of the arrow shape. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale to bow, flat back forward, inhale back up. Exhale to bow, inhale. Exhale to bow, inhale back up one more time. Exhale to bow, and this time turn it, left hand comes down and you revolve towards the right thigh. And then inhale and come all the way back up. And exhale and step up. I'm actually going to go down to the ground again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Put your hands down and just step back to a downward facing dog if that could be comfortable. Inhale here. Exhale here. And then inhale, take your body forward to a plank. And exhale back to downward facing dog. And let's do that a couple more times, just noticing how the calves in particular feel and the shoulder stays really broad throughout. One more time, come forward to plank. Great, and then you can just put your knees down and let's slide back for another child's pose. This time, take your arms back behind you and reach your arms off your body so the shoulders really draw back and away. All right, so inhale, come back up. And let's make your life a little bit easier this time. So what I want you to do is just step your right foot forward. Hopefully this is easier. We're gonna just step into a forward fold. So the right foot steps forward, hands are on the ground. The left foot steps forward. So you're in a forward fold. And exhale here. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, reverse swan and dive all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. All right. Just glance at my intention here. Okay, so have the strap somewhere. We're at the front of our mat, hip width apart. Inhale, taller. And this time when you exhale, hands in front of your heart. Exhale into chair pose. And just be in chair. And what I want you to do in chair is, so inhale here. And then what I want you to do is exhale and see if you can lift your heels inside of chair. And it's probably just really slight. So just see if you can lift your heels and down inside of chair. Just test it a couple of times, just feel what you feel. Last time and finish that. So let's inhale here. We'll start our standing series. Let's exhale and step into warrior two, familiar territory. And so drop your core, everything's organized, shoulders are broad, long edge of the mat, and just have a moment where you feel what your calves feel like here. Inhale here. Exhale, let's reverse our warrior. Ooh, I almost lost my balance. I love when things go wrong, it's useful. Inhale, arms up. Let's exhale over into triangle. So we're straightening both legs. So just feel what the calves feel like with these straight legs here. And then inhale back up and exhale to reverse. Inhale over up. Today we're going to skate side to side. So let's skate around back to the first side and step forward so I can sink into a chair in front. And this time what I want to try to do is lift my toes and put them down. And I don't want you to fall over. So just a little lift them, put them down. I'm not staying elevated very long. I'm just sort of playing with rocking back on my heel inside of a chair. On the collarbone. All right, finish that up. Inhale, exhale. Now you're in warrior two on second side. Feel the legs. Inhale. Exhale to reverse. Inhale, arms up. Let's exhale over into triangle. Noticing that what triangle does for the calves, both legs at slightly different positions. Inhale back up, exhale to reverse it. And then inhale, arms up. Let's exhale. We're going to skate back to side one. And then inhale up, exhale right into a reverse warrior. So we're skipping chair and skipping warrior two. Inhale, arms up, exhale into triangle. Notice what we notice. Inhale here. Now let's exhale into revolve triangle. So revolve around, see if there's anything that changes in the legs when you do this position. And then inhale back and up, bend the knee and exhale to reverse. And inhale, arms up. Let's exhale and skate over to the second side. Inhale up, exhale, reversing the warrior. Inhale, straightening, exhale for triangle. Inhale here. Exhale, revolve your triangle. Just noticing whatever you notice. Inhale back up and around and exhale to reverse. Inhale, arms up. Let's exhale and skate. So we're going to keep all of that, but add on. Inhale, exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, exhale, we've got another triangle. Inhale, exhale, we have another revolve triangle. And then inhale back up and exhale and reverse. All right, so then let's inhale, arms up, and exhale. Take your weight into your left leg and see if you can just come up into a crane with a lifted knee, and broad shoulders. Inhale here, okay, and exhale, just put the foot back down for a second. And I want to play with, oh no, I'm going to play with it later, never mind. Let's exhale, reverse forward. I changed my mind. Inhale, over, let's skate, second side. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms up, straightening, reaching for triangle. Inhale, exhale, revolve your triangle. Inhale, back and up and bend, and exhale. Inhale, arms up, so we're gonna take the weight into the right leg, lift the left knee, right? So you're nice and tall, broad shoulder, but the arms can be down. Inhale, then exhale and take the knee up, so you're in crane for a moment. And then you can step it back and exhale to reverse. And inhale, arms up, and then get rid of everything. Maybe there's a sip of water. And let's get the strap. So we'll play with a big toe hold. So again, you can, let's say I want to balance on my right leg. I could just grab my toe, boom, boom, or I could use a strap. And if I need more support, I can be near a wall or a chair or something, which I may need on my left leg. So however you want to do it. So let's start on the right leg. So kind of really draw the glutes in, draw the core up, really broaden the shoulder, right? So you're in this, you're in your most beautiful posture. And then you're going to try to bring the left knee in the air. And whatever it is, maybe all you have is crane and you're happy, right? But if you want to try to grab the toe and start to reach out a little bit, you can try it. And I'm just going to get near a wall just so I can feel more secure. So you can try that if you want it, but you don't have to, and the leg doesn't have to come straight. All right, step out of that, take a break. And then let's try the other leg. So we're going to stand on the left leg. Ooh, draw everything up and in and in and in, open shoulders. And crane, and maybe you're happy just in crane. Or maybe you want to grab a toe, but still kind of stay pretty craney. And then if you want to straighten the leg, you can. So just whatever feels good to you. Keep drawing the glutes and core up and in. All right, take a break, take a break. All right, lots of fun. So now, where am I? I've got more to do standing. Okay. So let us do, take your arms, tee your arms up, and then bend your, so you've got these goalposts or cactus arms, and you feel really broad here. And let's do the swing in again. So swing in, so we're closing and open. Couple more times. All right, and then open, and then drop your arms down, but keep feeling really open. I need to lose my sweater. And we're going to turn our attention to the calves next in a few different ways. So we're going to do calf raise in all the different positions. So let's start out with parallel feet. So your feet are underneath your hips. They're parallel. And anytime you lift your heels up, it's really a core activity, right? So draw your glutes in, draw your core up, shoulder up, chest up, shoulders wide. And you're going to lift your heels and lower them down. So you can feel how easy it would be to fall forward, right? So that's where the core comes in. So you're trying to go up and down as opposed to forward. And they're just coming up as high as your heels want to come up. And just feel all the activity in the calves. And we're going to take it into two different places. You'll see. One more time like this. All right, good. Now, land your heels and take one toe out and the other toe out. So now you're sort of in a modified first position. It's not an extreme first position, but modified first position or Charlie Chaplin feet. And then we're going to do the same thing. So draw in your glutes, drop your core, everything's organized, and lift your heels. And just notice you have more range of motion here or less. I have a little less in this turned out position. Just, and then notice again, how do the calves feel? There's lots of muscles, like I feel my glutes, I feel my core. There's lots of muscles working to do this, but the calves are doing something specific. All right, stop that. Now, on your heels, now turn your left toes in, turn your right toes in. So you're dinging toes, the heels are out, toes are in, heels are out. And let's try the calf raises here. Let's just feel it. Drawing your glutes and core up and in. And again, do you have more range of motion here or less? And what do you notice in the calves? Up and down. All right. So I have a specific thing that I want to work on. So in the lower leg, there are muscles in the front here, tibialis anterior, and there's a funny way to work on them, and that is the following. You'll feel it. So what I want you to do is, for starters, just put the toes of your left foot kind of near where your heel is, but they're on the ground, right? And put your hands on your waist, and all you're going to do is bow forward a little bit, and then come back up. And hopefully you notice, because I notice immediately that I'm working these muscles, tibialis anterior. So just bow forward a little bit and come back up. And then if you want to feel a little bit more, float this foot off so there's no contact with the left foot while you do this bowing thing. Just a couple more like that, or keep the kickstand, whatever works for you. All right, come up, shake out. Second side, so standing on the left foot. Let's start with the kickstand. So I'm on the ball of my right foot, and I'm just going to bow forward. What do I feel? What do I notice? It's so funny to me that when I saw somebody describe this, I was like, what the hell? And then I did it, and I realized how much you feel those tibialis anterior just doing this simple gesture. And then if you're feeling like you want to try it with the foot floating. Notice what you notice. All right, take a break from all that, and we are ready to. Oh, I had so much more I wanted to do, but it's getting late. It is getting late. All right, well, let's do eagle. So let's do eagle. So you're standing hip width apart. So if you remember everything about eagle, it's the twisting everything around yourself. So tee out your arms. Take your left arm underneath, right arm on top, and then come together as ever is comfortable for you, but lift the elbows. And then you're gonna sink into chair and and at least cross your left leg and kickstand, or you can wrap all the way around and just breathe here. And so there's a lot going on here. This is a lot of core, this is a lot of shoulder, reverse, and then a lot of calf too. So just feel everything. Breathe here as long as you can. Kickstand when you need to take a break. Step on out of it. Second side. Right arm's under, left arm on top. Whatever your arms are comfortable. Sink into the chair, and then take that right leg over. And maybe it just crosses, or maybe you wrap, whatever works. Feel all the parts of the body. Breathing, breathing, breathing. It's a nice counter stretch for the shoulders. All right, come on up and out. And come to the front of your mat. We'll go down. So inhale, maybe there's a little back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Everything drops. Feel what you feel. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands down. And we'll sit down for Dandasana. So feet out in front of you. And and then arm bones in the socket. Let's leave the arms out of it for the second. Flex your left foot and point your right foot and just feel the lower leg on both sides. What does it feel like? And then change. And change. And just feel what these muscles feel like with this range of motion. Shoulders nice and broad, hovering over your hips. Couple more times. All right, now flex both and point both, and actually add the arms too. Broad shoulders. Okie dokie. Now, I'm gonna sit facing you, so you've got a couple of options here. You can leave this leg long, take your right foot next to your left knee, or cross it over, wherever is comfortable for you. If you're comfortable crossing over, you can bend this leg and you end up like this, right? But I accept this however you want to do it. Okay, wherever you want to be, it's perfectly fine. And then inhale your arms up, and exhale, we're going to turn so that we're wrapping ourselves around this right leg, and look back behind you. So we've got a nice twist. Really open your shoulders, feel it in your thoracic spine. I feel some in my hip too, and breathe here. Back to center, so undo everything, maybe pedal a little bit. So second side, so the left foot is either right next to the right knee, or it's across it. This leg is straight or it's bent, whatever you like. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, wrapping around the left leg to take you back in. And then come back around, maybe pedal a little bit. And now we will come supine, and we're back with the strap. We're back with our strap as we come supine. So just have a moment where you just breathe comfortably and settle, really broaden those shoulders, broaden the collarbone, feel really open. All right, so with your strap, lengthen your left leg, bring your right foot up, and then you're going to put the strap across the middle of the right foot. And you're going to take it, so hold on to the strap, and you want to invite some hamstring stretch here, and your knee can be bent, right, because the hamstring comes down to here, or your leg can be straight, but it doesn't have to be. So just be where you like to be, and we'll breathe here. With the hamstring really activated, just notice what you notice in the calf, because the calf muscles come right into the bottom of the hamstring. Just breathe here. All right, so now you can drop your right arm, keep your left hand on here, and have your left hand pull you across. So you're letting the hip roll over, but keeping the flex in the foot, and just notice how it feels in the whole system. Holding on here. All right, and then take everything back up. We're gonna go the other way. So trade left hand into right hand. Now your right hand's gonna keep the foot flexed and take it out to the side. see if the left hip can stay down. So maybe you don't go all, so there's a limit to how far this leg swings out. Just breathe here. I'm on my right elbow underneath it. Take that back up. Now free the right leg, stretch the right leg out, and just breathe here for a moment. Just notice what you feel on the left, what you feel on the right. And then let's get ready for the other side. So bending the left knee, cross it across the middle of the left foot. And then again, you're going to take your hamstring place where you like it. So drawing the thigh towards you stretches your hamstring, but you know, you may not be as far as me, and straighten or don't straighten. That's up to you, whether you like to straighten or not. Or you're comfortable straightening. All right, so keeping your right hand, we're gonna drop the foot over, keeping it flexed, let the hip roll, and breathe here. Your left arm can be teed out wherever's comfortable. Take it back on up, switch hands, left hand now has the strap. Open to the side, maybe you end up on the left elbow, and just breathe here, keep the right hip open if you can. All right, come back up, free the foot, stretch the leg out. Be here for a moment, just to notice how everything feels. And bend the knees and let's come into a happy baby. So grabbing your feet, I'm gonna pivot myself around, come into a happy baby. And maybe you're rocking, whatever feels good. Maybe you're bending and straightening the legs. Again, whatever feels good to you here. And then stretch it on out, and we will come into Savasana. So lengthening your legs, lengthening your arms down by your side. Feel those shoulders connecting back behind you. So you've got this broad collarbone and arm bones are in the socket, super relaxed. And come into your breath. And let your legs be super relaxed here. And let's first visit the shoulders. So in your mind's eye, follow the collarbone out to the shoulder. Tour the shoulder from front to side to back. And then explore the shoulder blades, bring your attention back to your spine. And a couple of breaths where you're just really relaxing the shoulder girdle as much as you can. And then we'll bring our attention to the calves. Now, let's have no motion, right? So my feet are sort of falling away from each other. So I'm kind of on the side of the calf. So just wherever your legs are, just notice those calf muscles in the back of the calf, the rounded part. And then notice any sensation you have in the front around the shin, tibialis anterior, where we worked a little bit. All right, so let's be still for a few moments of Savasana. Just enjoy what you feel. Hope you're feeling good. And just notice and be silent. The ankles. You can even flex and point if that happiness. And then go ahead and stretch your whole body. And again, you may want to flex a little bit or point a little bit just to feel the calves while you stretch everything. And then yogi's choice for getting up. So you can roll to one side, come that way, or you can rock up. So whatever you feel like doing today. We'll meet up sitting up. And just really roll those shoulders back, open those shoulders, slide those shoulder blades down the back to feel really open in the shoulder girdle. And hips are heavy, sits bones are heavy, and so the calves are just kind of right in front of you. You can see which calf wants to be in front. Maybe I'll switch it to my, I usually have right, so I'm just put left in front. Let's have some final breaths. So inhaling through our nostrils. Open our mouths and sigh it out. Sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for this interesting shoulder focus, calf focus, and we'll keep playing this week and have mix in some other things. I'm gonna make a note of one thing I was thinking about moving in. So we'll have some fun. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, in the rain. All right, I'll see you soon.